Welcome back. Well, we always like reporting on the El Toro Water District, and today we have their Director and Treasurer, Mark Monanon. And Mark, great to have you here today.
Good to see you again, Ken. Yeah.
You're talking about an ongoing project about recycled water, and as people may recall, sort of the first and second phases of this were a few years ago and were completed. And now we're going on to, I would call it the third phase. I mean, you have phase one, but it's like the next.
Correct.
The next phase of the phase, right, in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we accomplished a lot of great things in phase one, and we're looking to add on to that and with phase two. So that's all starting right now, which is great. We're great to see. A lot of people have asked for it.
Yeah, we have a map here of the areas that were done in phase one, right?
Correct, yeah.
And you can see the north, east, west systems, and of course, what you're showcasing here, obviously, is the community.
Exactly, and how it'll really help the community. And the next slides will kind of show, how we're adding on later on in the presentation.
Okay, and the next slide is about the recycled water deliveries, which, look how important this is. And you've commented about this, as have other directors from the Water District. How important this has been helping in keeping costs down.
This really helped us during the whole drought situation and meeting our goals.
Yeah.
So we were very, very lucky. To be honest with you, this is something that's been 10, 15 years in the works. So this isn't something that just happens overnight. So we were very lucky to get it online just before the drought hit, and now we're just continuing on with everything we've done, and we'll look to add as things make sense in the future.
Yeah, and the next slide, you just have some photos of the distribution system. Of course, I think by now we're all familiar with these sort of magenta color
the purple
piping.
pipes,
Sometimes you'll see them above ground, where I forget what they call it, but it kind of comes up and back down again.
Right, the hookups.
Yeah, the hookups and all. And of course, that lets people know this is not drinkable water or potable water.
Exactly.
But it's used for recycling.
But it's been great. It's great for your plants.
It is.
So yes.
Yeah. So fantastic. So these are the pipes that go into the ground. And then as we move on to the next slide, we will begin to see what the future holds, right?
That's
there's phase one again.
Yeah, so we have the phase two will add on.
You can kind of see in the, if it shows up on your screen at home, but it's that real bright lime green color there, and then down as sort of the other yellowish green color, right?
So the east in phase two is in green, and the west part of the addition or phase two will be in the yellow. So we're adding on to the existing system. This is the most efficient next step, and we're planning for others in the future, but everything has its order in line.
Yeah, and the next slide shows the west side expansion project a little bit more. And the reason you do these in phases, obviously, is budgetary reasons and how things are kind of pieced out, and also, the work. You get one thing done and ready to go, make sure it's all up and running, and then you move to this.
Yeah, and everybody wants recycled water, and we'd love to give it to them overnight, but we have to follow a specific order in bringing these online, and as far as the cost and funding and all that kind of thing. So
right. And I recall, during the first phase of this, it's been several years ago that it started, along with that was the plant that you were doing.
Correct.
Yeah.
So once that's online, then we can add these other phases a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing.
That was a big help, because that project, that first phase, you were doing both things at once.
Exactly, the pipe and the plant.
So here we go a little more in detail of the east side expansion project.
Yeah, correct. So, this will add on 70 acre feet, and, basically it's near Avenida de Colorado and Paseo de Valencia.
Yeah.
And adding on, and again, we have other plans and other things to work with our neighboring agencies, in the whole recycled water plan.
That's a good point that you make. You do work very closely with the other agencies in the area. There's Santa Margarita. There's, isn't there to the south of this part of San Diego?
Well, Molten Niguel is our next neighbor.
Okay, Molten Niguel.
Yeah, so there's things that we'd love to do with them in the future, and to get funding with the state and whatnot. If the more you work with your neighbors, the better chance you have to get funded. So we're eager to do things with our neighboring agencies.
Yeah, it helps everyone.
Yeah.
I'm in Santa Margarita Water District, so if you all
Excellent.
work together.
We work, they're a great board, and we work very well with them.
Yeah, and I even understand that there are going to be times, I don't know if you've done this yet, but I've been told that you'll even share equipment.
We already do.
You already do
Our
that,
R6
okay.
reservoir we share, so we do a lot of things together because it makes sense to do two projects and have it benefit both
Yeah, it certainly
districts.
does. So here's the project summary, and why don't you tell us about this? And
Yeah, so we have 28,000 feet of 4 to 10 inch pipe. It'll give us 260 acre feet. Most people understand gallons, so it's pretty sizable, 85 million gallons per year. The total cost is 10 million. This isn't cheap. We amortize it over a long period of time. Funding sources, so we received a state grant, low interest loan, El Toro Water District dedicated reserves were very minor. So we were very lucky that a lot of this project has been funded outside of not having to access our reserves.
yeah, that's real nice. So on the next slide, we'll see the timeline, which of course is important to
Exactly.
people.
So we're working very hard, having a special meeting to move this whole process forward. So we look to award the construction contract in August and then commence construction on September. And construction should be completed in June of 2018. Then after it's completed, we start hooking up to the buildings and whatnot, what we call retrofits. So that'll be in December of 2018.
Okay.
So it's coming soon, coming quickly.
And this time around, since you've already done phase one, it should go even smoother than it did.
Yeah, we really did very well. We won some awards for phase one, recycle water. So we're going to be in a lot of different advertising on your station, TV6.
Yeah, I remember like you did before.
Exactly. So we're going to keep people updated on a weekly basis. So we really want to make any inconvenience least as possible. But this is a great project, and you can go on our website and see when they're in your area. So
yeah, I recall that last time you would update every 2 weeks or so.
Exactly.
A new ad with us. Mainly it was showing, okay, they're going to be in this area this week and so on.
Exactly. So you're a good partner with us to get out to the community.
Well, thank you. Any way we can help. Here's some websites you can go to, different resources, and of course the El Toro website, the saveourwater.com, which all the different water boards use, and OC Water Smart. Again, all the different water districts in this area use that one as well, as they do bewaterwise.com. So those websites can really help you out. And there's a lot of good information on there just in general.
Exactly.
Drought-tolerant plants, all kinds of things.
And soon we have our new demonstration garden by our corporate offices.
Oh, that'll be nice.
So stay tuned for that. We really want the public to come over. You too.
Yeah, let us know. Seriously, we'll come up. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Now we want to show a nice certificate of achievement that you folks got for excellence in financial reporting.
Yeah, I'm very proud of our district and also proud of our staff for accomplishing this. We run a real tight ship. It's a great organization, and I'm very proud of them winning this award. And we look to have many more in the future.
Yeah,
so
that's really good. I know the entire board up there does a lot of great work, as does the staff and Scott Goldman and everyone to come together. And we know the water situation in the State's a little better this year, but you never know what the succeeding years are going to bring.
Exactly. So keep saving water and doing your best, because we really appreciate it.
Keep prepared, right?
Keep prepared.
All right, Mark.
Thank
good
you
to
very
see
much, Ken.
Take care. We'll see you next time.
Exactly. Looking forward to
All right, and we'll come up. You let me know when that water garden is done. That new. I want to see that.
You'll be the first to know.
Very good. We'll be back. Yeah, that would be fun.
No,
to
we'd
go
love
up
to
there and
have
have
you
to do a
over.
walkthrough.
Absolutely.